Now that's what I call a blast from the past. Up, What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for One Punch Man chapter 136. And last chapter, as a webcomic reader, I got so fucking hyped, and I think the rest of us did as well, because in the webcomic, we are in a blast arc, and Sweet Mask has already been unmasked for the most part and has gone into hiding. And with what we got from last chapter of the manga, it really has me convinced that in the webcomic, we're going to see Sweet Mask and Blast reunited at some point, and that gets me really, really excited. So I'm hoping that we're not being trolled. If we are being trolled by Murata in one with that, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Goodness, sweating already? Well, it's about to get even hotter. Really now? And this chapter is titled Fortitude. Oh my freaking god. Speaking of the webcomic, I have to mention this as well, because we've been getting some, Darkshine content in the webcomic as well, and I have to wonder if something going to be happening to him in the webcomic based on everything that has happened so far, especially recently in the webcomic. So, curious webcomic readers, I want to know if I'm being a tinfoil hat sheep on this one, or if you guys agree with me. Anyway, let's keep going here. But Murata, I gotta say, this looks gorge. I love this anatomical art. Oh my god. You were beaten by Garo? Oh my god. You were beaten, you mentioned he was beaten by Garo, and just recently in the webcomic we had a Garo chapter. I'm telling you, I am not being a tinfoil hat sheep on this one. I am not. I cannot, there's no way I'm being a tinfoil hat sheep on this one. You and hand-to-hand combat? What the hell did he do to beat Darkshine? Carl's alive. He'll probably show up again soon. And by then I don't think anyone will be able, and by then I don't think anyone will be a match for him. Oh! Murata, I love you, man. Your art is just amazing. And I've been saying this for a while, and I've been dying to say it in a One Punch Man manga live reaction. I really think that Murata kicked off the manga renaissance movement. I really do. He started this shit. He started this shit earlier this year when we saw Psychos practically destroyed the earth when she caused those massive tsunamis and shit. I really think that's when the manga renaissance movement started. I really believe it. Oh god, this art is just so beautiful. Really, it's so beautiful. No matter how much I punched and drove him into the ground, he'd stand back up and come back even stronger than before. Like a surge of power suddenly runs through him. Like he's, Despair Incarnate. There we go. Yeah. Oh god. This art. I'm telling you, Murata is the one that really kicked off the manga renaissance movement. I swear he did. Look at this gorgeous absolute evil, Despair Incarnate, absolute evil. Look at this art, Murata! Oh, I miss this art from you, my dude, because I'm sorry, Murata's art has just not been up to par in recent chapters. This is what I have been missing. Oh my god! Look at that beautiful, beautiful art for Garo. The veins are just rocking. Oh! Like, I can feel that evilness coming out. It is just beautiful. This is beautiful. That's right. The evil that need to carry out. I could see it all clearly now. But what's going on? The more I get beaten down, the more power I feel rising inside of me. Did I just get beaten too hard by that muscle statue? Even my head feels super cleared up. Look how gorgeous this is. Like, he went from being like an absolute evil a couple pages ago. Cause look how like pure evil he was looking. And then Garo said that his head was starting to clear up. Look how and when you get to the panel where it says absolute evil, you notice that it's starting to drain. That evilness is starting to drain a little bit. I see it. I see what you're doing here. This is really, really nice. I think I can do it now. Yeah, at this rate, I can even make it to disaster level God. I have become a king who can plunge humans into the deepest pits of despair and terror for all of eternity. Dude, we got Cthulhu! Yes! There's Cthulhu! You cannot deny that is Cthulhu right there in the back. Oh, that is some Cthulhu right there! Holy shit! Garo is up there with Cthulhu! Holy shit! But man, that has got to be the baddest looking Cthulhu I have ever seen. Oh my god! Oh my god, Cthulhu looks so fucking cool! Dude, that looks bomb! Yes, I know we got other kaiju here, but I'm sorry, I can't not stop but look at Cthulhu. He looks bomb as fuck! Just look at him! And then there's the humans running and crying in despair. And then, boom! Of course you kill Cthulhu, asshole! I'll become Despair incarnate. Girl's a monster! Oh, man! Look at Garo as a monster. Of course he had to kill Cthulhu first. Of course he did. But man, dude, Murata, this is just gorgeous. Oh my god, look at him! He just fucking destroyed the shit out of Cthulhu. Get wrecked, bitch! Did he just... He rose out of Cthulhu's corpse. That is bomb. I love the comic book art style we got here. Marvel, eat your fucking heart out. This is how shit is supposed to be done, bitch. Look at that. He destroying the monsters. Oh, this is beautiful. I love that we're getting this, like, 50s sci-fi, like, classic sci-fi kaiju art feel going on. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know those old horror sci-fi movie posters? How the monsters looked and shit? That's the vibe I'm getting from this. And it is just beautiful. It is perfection. This is classic horror art. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love that Murata went for this classic horror sci-fi art for Garo's monster. It is just perfection. Oh, the nostalgia I get from this is just great. If you're a classic horror fan, I want to know if you're getting the same nostalgia that I am from like those 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s horror movie posters. That's what I'm getting. And even classic comics, horror comics have this too. It's just really nice to see this kind of art style. God. I feel so nostalgic from this. It's like Murata's saying, fuck y'all, fuck this current shit. The nostalgia coming back. That's what I feel like Murata's saying with this art. it's just great. And with the despair incarnate, like it's fear. It's the emotion itself. It's fear, actual despair. Like where the other monsters they're just fucking monsters, and that's why I really like how Garo is literally coming out of Cthulhu, because again he's despair he's the incarnation of despair, the actual emotion. Really, dude, what you're doing here is just so brilliant. God, I love this art. I love what Murata is saying with this art. It's just, oh. And in the midst of their universal feelings of fear, they will come together and be grateful for their lives. Unreasonable attitudes and the ones who give birth to such inequality will be no more. Oh, this is such beautiful writing. In a world where survival is uncertain, crime will disappear. Bullying, discrimination, even war will dissipate. I'm going to save my thoughts on that in a second. I'll save it. But man, this art, especially of the sun rising over the horizon, is just beautiful. I know where he's going with this. What the world needs is not justice based on inequality. It needs equality based on an absolute evil. Kid? Oh my god. Ooh. This is really fucking deep. Alright, I gotta read this again. Because this is really fucking deep. We gotta analyze this. I'm gonna start it here. Yeah. I've become a being who can plunge humans into the deepest pits of despair and terror for all of eternity. I will become despair incarnate, and in the midst of their universal feelings of fear, they will come together and be grateful for their lives. Unreasonable attitudes and the ones who give birth to such inequality will be no more. In a world where survival is uncertain, crime will disappear, bullying, discrimination, even war will dissipate. What the world needs is not justice based on inequality. It needs equality based on an absolute evil. This is really, really powerful. It is, and the art is reflecting this metaphor so beautifully. What's being talked about here, what and Murata are talking about, is how everyone's talking, especially they're being inspired by what's being talked about right now, what the SJWs talk about, because what the SJWs are talking about and what they're preaching about is how everyone, and and the Karens and all that shit, they're talking about how they're focusing on the inequality and shit like that, and they're focusing on like tribalism and all that, and that's not the right thing to do. No, it's and what's happening because of that inequality, it's bringing out like the worst of people. And if you haven't seen, and I'm guessing Juan and Murata must be seeing it on social media, or I don't know how they're seeing it, but I've definitely been seeing it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Riot Life PD. I've been seeing it. It's awful, but what he's saying about despair, about in the midst of their universal feelings of fear, they will come together and be grateful for their lives. Like, I'm going to give you guys a great example of this. Look at 9/11. For those of you who were alive during 9/11, you guys know about this. What happened after 9/11? Everybody came together. They were grateful for being alive and put aside their differences. And what in this situation, and I feel like what despair incarnate is Corona-sama. I really feel like Murata is using and one are talking about Corona-sama, and that despair incarnate in the true evil. In this situation, I feel like it's Corona-sama. But the one that is really, the one that really came to mind off the top of my head is 9/11. But the true evil definitely has got to be Corona-sama, because that's the real threat right now. They will come together and be grateful for their lives. Unreasonable attitudes and the ones who give birth to such inequality will be no more. Oh, I wish that were the case. But in the eyes, like if it's something like a terrorist attack, like with 9/11, or with some of the attacks we've seen in like England or something, that's England or in France or in other countries across the world. Yes, people will come together for that moment. They will put aside their differences, come together for that moment, or even look at the wildfires. People will put aside their differences, come together, and you will see the best of humanity. In a world where survival is uncertain, again, this is why I'm thinking Murata is talking, and one are talking about Corona-sama, because this is where survival is really uncertain right now. It is, because a lot of, and yes, and tinfoil hat sheep, if you're going to bot me about Corona-sama being fake, go fuck off and go read a medical journal. Don't give me that bullshit. But Murata and one are definitely talking about Corona-sama, because the mangaka, I know some of the mangakas have lost friends to Corona-sama. So if you're gonna bot me about fucking Corona-sama not being real, go fuck off. In a world where survival is uncertain, crime will disappear. Bullying, discrimination, even war will dissipate. To an extent, that is true. If it is like a true threat, it will disappear. To an extent, you will still have you will still have assholes. But yeah, and if you're talking about in the general sense, it will, because when you have to deal with a true fear, when you have to deal with a true threat, the best of and you're desperately trying to survive, you will see the best of humanity come out. You will. We've seen it time and time and again. What the world needs is not justice based on equality. It needs equality based on an absolute evil. Yeah, SJWs, quit doing this bullshit. You don't get it. You don't fucking get it. The world needs, what the world needs is not justice based on inequality, like what you're talking about. What the world needs, equality based on an absolute evil. What it's talking about is the world needs it needs people to unite against something that's obvious, what's freaking obvious, like that murder is illegal. You need to unite against a common cause, aka like basic shit like murder, robbery, not this stupid bullshit about like about racism that doesn't exist. And again, I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist, but the shit that the SJWs are talking about is a load of bullshit. I'm sorry, it's true. It's a load of bullshit what they're doing. So that's what I'm just telling you what the manga is telling me here, and what Garo is saying. He is, what Murata and one are doing here right now is very fucking powerful. And it also, what it's saying here is that the SJWs are trying to do shit in Japan. And I'm gonna say this, they're calling your fucking asses out, SJWs. Oh, they're calling your asses out. They know you're coming. They know you're coming for them. And this is why I love them. This is why, again, we're at a manga renaissance and a golden age, a manga renaissance and a golden age. Because the thing that's great about art is that art pushes the lines. Art ain't afraid to say anything. And when it's even when you fuckers are coming after it. So go fuck off, SJWs, especially for you dumb assholes that are coming after Attack on Titan. And Isayama came after you motherfuckers last chapter. Oh, I can't wait to see what we're gonna get next chapter of Attack on Titan. But anyway, let's keep going. God, this art. this chapter of One Punch Man is fucking powerful as hell. I'm not even halfway done with this chapter. I'm sorry, this video is going to be long, but motherfucker, I had to really go into really analyze that part, because this part of One Punch Man is just that powerful. Kid, hey mister, how did you know about this place? Because I'm a monster. Oh, seeing this internal struggle. I gotta bring this up too. This internal struggle with Garo, especially how it's being reflected in this art, is just powerful as hell. And this isn't the only manga that has been doing this. We have been seeing it, a great example is we've been seeing it in Hoseki no Kuni with Fos. Oh my god, it is incredible how we've been seeing it with Fos. Really freaking is. And we're seeing it with Ryuki in Kengan Omega as well. But man, this is beautiful, beautiful stuff, Murata. This has got to be one of the most, so far, I'm like about halfway done with this chapter. This has got to be one of the most powerful chapters of One Punch Man manga, period. This really has to be one of the most powerful chapters in terms of writing and art. If it's not the most powerful chapter of the manga, it definitely is, like, at least top 3. This really is that goddamn powerful. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, look at this. This art is just beautiful. Look at this transformation sequence. I'm a loser. My spirit's broken. Darky, it's not just that I couldn't win. What he said was right. I get it now. What I wanted was a satisfying victory. Everything I've been doing wasn't something to be proud of. I just wanted to get drunk off of my own strength. I was just trying to play hero without any sense of justice or resolve. Woo! Sweet Mask. I don't blame you for being mad. Woo! Whoa, hey! You chose now to whine in self-pity and poor excuses? Do you realize how late in the game we are and you still call yourself a hero? This mission has no room for cowards. Go home! Dude. First of all, Murata, this art, man, so far this entire chapter, this art has just been so heavenly. It is just, this is gorgeous. We haven't had art like this from Murata in a minute. The other thing I gotta say is I gotta side with Sweet Mask on this one. This ain't the time for you to be feeling this shit. This ain't the time, Dark Alloy. I agree, to an extent, I'm sorry, I gotta agree with you, Dark Alloy, that, yeah, you're a piece of shit and I'm glad you're realizing this shit now. You're having your epiphany, thank God you're having it. But, this ain't the time for this! This is not the time! For you to be, like, wallowing in pity and shit. And we had this shit with Itadori and Jujutsu Kaisen a few chapters ago. What you should be doing is not feeling sorry for yourself. Nah, you should be, like, saying, should be like, no. Garo is right that I was drunk on my own power and I wasn't doing this for justice and shit. I was just doing this to, you know, like, show off my strength and stuff. But that stops here. I'm gonna prove that motherfucker wrong. That's what he should be saying. I'm really sorry. This is coming from the guy who cried to Tatsumaki over the radio. Yeah, this is coming from the guy who cried to Tatsumaki over the radio. Super Alloy Darkshine, don't you feel any rage at your own cowardice? Yes! Thank you! I'm siding with Sweet Mask on this one. Don't you feel mad at this shit? Shouldn't you want to prove Garo wrong? That it's not just about showing off your strength? That, like, yeah, maybe up till now I was doing that, and fuck it, I'm gonna prove your ass wrong that maybe, yeah, I was doing it out of my own ego and shit, But now, fuck you. I'm gonna do this out of not just my own ego. Well, I am doing it for my own ego, but also because of justice and shit. Fuck off. That's what I would be saying. But anyway, look at Sweet Mask. This art on Sweet Mask is just great. Like you're one too. I love that talk sadness. Like you don't want to talk though, but dude, he is right. You don't want to talk though, Sweet Mask. You are. Look, see, you didn't even take any damage from my sweets blows just now. Sure, you lost, but your strength is still real, Darky. Your armor of muscle is still going strong. Garo actually wiped the floor with me in an instant, and he and the Monster Association executives and bosses are still alive. So we need you, Darky. We can't win without your strength. I fight for the sake of protecting my boys waiting for me back in prison. You must have someone you want to protect too, don't you, Darky? No one in particular. Well, then fight for yourself, dumbass! Yes, there is, and it's you yourself, Darky. Thank you! Thank you, Purry. Prove my point. Everyone considers themselves precious. And you even raised yourself carefully and lovingly. You protected yourself up until now. I think that's a grand endeavor, one that I can never accomplish myself. That is a good point that Purry is making. If you can't love yourself, then how the hell will anybody else love you? So now what? Are you just going to let yourself be like this? If you back down here, you're going to lose that precious persona of yours forever. Look at yourself. Look at your body. Look how it's shaking. Don't you see? Your muscles look like they're crying. They're sobbing because they weren't beefed up all this time just for you to sit here in the fetal position, right? Those muscles are proof that you won your way through life, aren't they? Don't let your weak self take over. Yeah. I'm the same. Oh, he is. He is. For those of you that have not read the webcomic, you have no fucking idea. For those of you that are caught up in the webcomic, we all know. We webcomic readers know the truth about Sweet Mask. We know that he's the same way. And I'm really hoping this is some foreshadowing that we're gonna get some Sweet Mask content in the webcomic soon. I'm hoping. But anyway, we're getting back to the Psychos and Male Knight content. Yes, finally. No matter how many setbacks, no matter how many times I disappoint myself, I'll stand back up and continue forward. Yeah, suck on that, bitch. Dude, this art looks great. That's what a hero does. Yeah. So, Super Ally Darkshine, what are those muscles of yours telling you now? Or what Sweet Mask is saying? I'm telling you, this is going to be coming back up in the webcomic. It is. Webcomic readers, we will be seeing that. We will be seeing that in a future chapter of the webcomic. We will. If you don't stand on French kiss, you fucking Purry. I won't let it end like this. Good. Right then, how's about we go work together and together with them to hit a home run? Huh? Work together? The self-centered Atomic wants to work with others? He's trusting us with his ass? He's trusting us with his ass. Did you eat something weird? Shouldn't eat stuff off the floor, bud. Should I just slice you all to bits? Master, what brought on this change of heart? This will be the first and last time. I only team up with people I acknowledge. But how exactly are we planning on working together? Ooh. I'm here to assist. Is the tornado of terror around here? Tank Top Master! Yeah! It's time for Tank Top! Tank Top magic is coming. It's here. What's the situation? Dude, Tank Top Master looks awesome right now. Oh my god. Excellent, now that you're here. Good, excellent, now that you're here. Good work getting here. Sweet Mask. I always thought you were all talk, but my impression of you has slightly improved. Huh? What's gone into you? You're so creepy. I never even imagined seeing everyone here ever working together. Bumping into obstacles, growing stronger to overcome them, and then finding ways out. Everyone here is a true S-class hero. It fits with what Garo was saying earlier, doesn't it? What happens is it really takes a crisis where it depends on survival, where everyone's fighting for survival to really come together, to put aside their differences and to come together. I don't expect much from someone who got blown away by the enemies so hard that he doesn't have any clothes left, but try not to drag us down at least, okay, Zombie Man? Sure, disgraceful mask. Stop! Dude, this chapter was just so powerful. It really was. And I honestly think and believe that this chapter was a commentary, commentary, and it was inspired by what's happening with Corona-sama. I do. That people need to put aside their differences and come together to fight the true terror, the true evil. And also, let's be real, that justice based on inequality, you cannot deny that one Emirata was calling out the SJWs and the PC Pandas. You cannot deny that shit. He was calling them motherfuckers out, and I am living for that shit. I am living. Also, just overall, I'm really curious what you guys thought of this chapter in general, in terms of the art. I think this is probably some of Murata's best art yet. In terms of writing, this writing was just so fucking powerful. I really love the underlying message of it. I love everything that we got with the heroes coming together. The other thing I love in regards to Garo, I love the internal struggle we're seeing. I think it's beautiful. I love the art. The art for this is just, I can't stress how much I love this art. I love how I love the various art styles we're getting for this. It's beautiful. I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more One Punch Man content. There's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.